And Shed Shell kicks in and allows him to heal off that damage, which really sucks. Oh yes, thankfully, finally, Scald, the critical hit came in for me. Earned my Jirachi, my Gliscor with Fire Punch. It's alright, my rating is now 1249 on OU. Okay, I'm gonna change teams right now. I'm gonna go with my next team, which is... Actually, let's try a baton pass team. This team, the idea, I got that from IPL with a few adjustments made by me. So let's go with that. And let's see. My ranking is... you can't really see it here, so I'm just gonna move it up. Right here. Your rank in Wi-Fi OU is 1097 out of 73,000, okay? Which is 1249 points and in 10 battles. I haven't lost any battles, so that's a record of 10-0. Good record. Now let's find another battle with my baton pass team. Okay, against this hero stole my bike. Okay, interesting name. And he uses Fortress, Garmory, Blissey, Donphan, Politoed with Dragonite, some kind of unorthodox style stall team. Okay, I'm gonna lead off with my Ninjask. He's most likely gonna whirlwind me. Let's see, protect. Or he could be using spikes. I have nothing to lose. Uses whirlwind. I don't want to take a predicted Brave Bird here from this Garmory, so I'm going to use substitute just to be safe. I'm going to use acid armor now. Oh, it's a taunt Skarmory. So taunt Skarmories don't really carry Brave Bird, but I don't want to, take any chances, so I'm going to switch to my Mr. Mime. Now I'm going to go to Espeon expecting a taunt here. And this time he uses Brave Bird, for I have no reason why. I have no idea why. Okay, I'm going to go with Mawile. My Mawile has taunt. Now, unfortunately hopefully I'm faster than it, which I'm probably not. Well, let's see, what does he do? He goes to his Politoed. I'll go to my Celebi. I don't want to get poisoned on my Vaporeon. So I'm gonna substitute now. Yep. Now Brave Bird did 25% on my Espeon, so even if I switch to Espeon, as expected, he switches to his Skarmory. I'm gonna go to my Espeon. Brave Bird is probably gonna break it, but he uses Whirlwind. Unfortunately for him, I send in my Magic Mirror Espeon, which bounced back that Whirlwind to his Dragonite. So I'm gonna go to my Mawile now, weaken his attack. Uses Hurricane. Okay, so he's most likely gonna use Thunder now. It's the Hurricane. It's probably the Hurricane Thunder Stallish Dragonite set. So let's see. I'm gonna need some speed, so I'm gonna baton pass to my Ninjask. Get some speed. And I'm gonna substitute. Uses extreme speed, only does 20%. Not enough. And now, since I've got some speed, let's get some more speed. And now I'm gonna baton pass. Extreme speed is not gonna break it. And we'll go with Vaporeon. But no, if I go to Vaporeon, the Thunder's gonna break my substitute. And then whatever I switch to would take a Thunder, and I don't want to take the 20% paralysis on my Celebi. So I'm gonna go to my Celebi right now, expecting Hurricane. I'm gonna first use Calm Mind. Now I'm gonna use substitute. Yep, he expected me of baton passing out, but I don't. So I'm gonna baton pass to my Mawile now. Take the hurricane quite easily. And now I'm gonna baton pass, take the hurricane as I'm expecting right now, to my Mr. Mime. Now I'm gonna substitute here, cause I'm hoping it doesn't take the hurricane nicely. So this time I have to go with Calm Mind. Thankfully the thunder didn't get its 30% chance of paralysis here, which would have been annoying if it did. It uses Outrage now. Outrage is Dragonite's attack decreased twice from my Intimidate from the Mawile. So I can just easily just baton pass out to my Mawile. Watch how little Outrage does, only 18%. Now I can use Substitute. Everything is going according to plan. It's a Lumberry Dragonite, so now I'm going to baton pass out. Go back to my Mr. Mime, which broke my substitute. Okay, just substitute again. Hurricane's not gonna break it. Calm Mind. Substitute. Expecting Outrage now. Yup. Baton pass out. Go Mawile. Oh my god, critical hit. Do I have enough HP to use another substitute? Let me get my calculator. So 25% of 289 is 72. Yup, I have enough HP to use substitute here. But he's confused. Okay, substitute up. I'm gonna baton pass out to my Mr. Mime. If he has okay, he's faster than me because his Choice Scarf and Mawile is really slow. So I'm gonna go to my Celebi right now and substitute up. Let's see what he does. He goes to his Dragonite now. I'm going to baton pass out to Espeon now. Uses Outrage. Okay, I'll baton pass out to my Vaporeon, which is pretty defensive. Only took 38% from the Outrage. And we're gonna substitute. And even with the Thunder, which it hits through confusion, it's still unable to take out my Vaporeon. I'm gonna Acid Armor now. And now I'm going to baton pass out to my Espeon, which just got more defense. Okay, and since it has 30, Espeon's not going to be able to KO the Donphan. So I'm going to use Substitute first. Well, Earthquake shouldn't be doing that much, so I'm just going with Stored Power. And it's going to live. Hopefully I don't get a critical hit hacks. Good. And now I'm going to finish it off with Stored Power, as he uses Ice Shard, which won't do anything basically. Now he goes to his Fortress. I'm expecting a payback, or why else would you send in the Fortress? It uses Self-Destruct. And look, didn't even break my substitute. That was a stupid move. In Gen 5's Explosion's power decreased by half, as it doesn't decrease your defense anymore. So it's a stupid move to have on the Fortress. It's like suicide, basically. So now my Espeon's just gonna easily sweep through this guy. Stored Power did 60% on his Blissey, and he gives up. And that's the baton pass team. It's quite broken if you don't have an answer to it. Okay, enough for that. Let's try a real team now. Let's go to my Sandstorm offense team. This is a new team I made. Never tested it before, so I'm going to test it for the first time right now. Okay, find battle. And we're against Bender. Variation is only +7. I hate these low variations. Why can't I be paired up with a good player and get a really high variation? So I'm gonna try to finish this off really quick. He has Gliscor, Umbreon, Vaporeon, Toxicroak, Porygon 2, and Arcanine. I'm gonna bring in my Sandstorm immediately. I'm gonna go to my Scarf Rotom, evade the Earthquake. No. He's probably gonna go to Toxicroak here. I'm just gonna trick. He's gonna protect. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep tricking. Alright. I got the Toxic Orb. I don't care. I'm gonna go to Latios now. As he goes to Porygon 2. Now. Yeah, I don't really care whatever he does here. I'm just gonna trick. Now it has choice specs. I'm going to Landorus, which can take the Thunder Wave, of course. Now he's gonna give up because he knows that he really can't really do anything. Cause I have I tricked him. I tricked him choice items on his Gliscor and Porygon 2, meaning I can freely set up with my Swords Dance, Lucario, or Scizor at any moment and just sweep the rest of his team. Now I'm against Mike's. Let's see why the variation is +9. Okay. His team: Dragonite, Ambipom, Scizor, Terrakion, Whimsicott, and Chansey. Again, I can just freely send in my Tyranitar and send in my Sandstorm, but if he goes with Terrakion, I don't have nothing to take a close combat really well, especially a choice band one, so I'm gonna go with Latios. And of course he's gonna go with Ambipom, one of the most used leads if you have an Ambipom. So I'm expecting a fake out. Yeah, now I'm expecting the low kick here. So, yeah. Scizor should be able to take it nicely. Okay, he uses U-turn instead. He probably doesn't have low kick. And he's most likely gonna go to perhaps his own Scizor or Dragonite. Let's see. He goes to his Dragonite. Now Dragonite is a threat, a pretty big threat to this team. Well, Dragonite is a really big threat to any offensive team, basically. I'm gonna go to my Tyranitar and just weaken this thing so I can finish it off with a priority attacker like Lucario or Scizor later on. So let's see what he does. I'm expecting him of using Outrage here. Yeah, he does. He doesn't get any recovery from leftovers, so it's most likely a Lumberry Dragonite as well. Alright, I'm just gonna let Tyranitar die here. Okay, and now I can finish it off with Bullet Punch. Alright, and his Dragonite is gone. That was like the biggest threat to this team. So that threat is gone now. He sends in his Terrakion on my Scizor. I have no freaking idea why, but... And he lives the Bullet Punch because I'm a Metal Coat Bullet Punch, not a Choice Band. And he doesn't know that, but he goes with Terrakion for some reason. Must be a Focus Sash Terrakion, I'm guessing. I have no idea why he does that. I'm gonna go to my Rotom W. Hopefully he's not a Choice Carved Terrakion. Or else that was a really bad play on my part. Because I will have the switch advantage to anything. Yep. As his Terrakion dies. And now he has Ambipom, Scizor, Whimsicott, and Chansey. I'm going to go with my... Latios. No. Lucario? Yeah, because if he goes with, if he chooses Ambipom, he's gonna take the advantage against my Latios using Fake Out, then U-turning it out. So I'm just gonna go to my Lucario here. But Lucario won't be able to KO his Scizor with close combat, so I may have to switch out if he does go into Scizor as his choice. But he goes to his annoying Whimsicott. Now Whimsicott is a really annoying Pokemon for many reasons. Encore set and Prankster can just stop me from sweeping him. He uses Leech Seed, takes the close combat really well because he's really defensive. I'm gonna switch out to Landorus because he can substitute here. It has more priority than my extreme speed. Prankster has more priority. Uses Cotton Guard, increases his defense. Shit. I'm gonna U-turn out. Still is defense super effective. Does 22%. It's not so bad. Go to Lucario now. And I'll use close combat. And that will be able to finish it off. As it won't be able to live it, he goes to Palm. He's gonna use Fake Out most likely. I'm gonna switch to my Rotom Wash here. And this time I'm gonna use Volt Switch. Take the switch advantage. Expecting him of using U-turns, or that doesn't matter. I'll use Extreme Speed here. Finish off his Palm. Now he's gonna most likely go to his Scizor and use Bullet Punch. Okay. Let's go Scizor. I have 2 Trick Users, so I can finish off his Chansey later. So I'm gonna stay in. I have a good chance of living the Bullet Punch, but I don't. Well, Stealth Rock is not on the field. Rotom Wash should be able to take on this Scizor. I'm expecting him of switching out to his Chansey here, so I'm gonna use Trick. If not, yep, I got his Scizor trapped right there. Will-O-Wisp now. It's a Sword Stance Scizor. So now it's Trick. And I missed my Will-O-Wisp. That sucks. Okay, then I'll Volt Switch out to my Landorus. Took a Toxic right there. Let's see how much Earthquake does. Hopefully it does a lot because it's on Sandstorm is up and that's gonna boost its attack power by a lot. So let's go. Chop chop. And yes, 80% damage. Landorus is a powerhouse in the Sandstorm. It's gonna destroy anything. He has to send in his Scizor, and I'm pretty sure I can live the Bullet Punch. Yeah, it only does 39%. Because it's not a Choice Band, it has Choice Scarf right now. And okay, he's just gonna kill my Rotom. I'm gonna send in my Latios this time. I know I can live the Bullet Punch and Hidden Power Fire will KO it, and that's a win for me. Good game. And now my rating is 1273. And let's check my ranking. So it says your rank in Wi-Fi OU is 828, okay, 1273 with 13 battles. So my record is 13-0.